Hello everyone, welcome once again to one more episode of Forwardpreneurs, where resilience, innovation, and knowledge meet entrepreneurship and leadership. And talking about leadership, today I have a special guest with us, Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank, thank you for graciously accepting my invite to be part of Forwardpreneurs. And I would like you to please introduce yourself to our audience.
It's such a pleasure to be here today. First and foremost, I have Susanna to say thank you for inviting me. It's a great honor, and I look forward to it. My name is Frank Normann Eikeland. I'm a Norwegian nationality. All my life I have worked in hospitality, from Norway into Europe, and finally into Middle East in different positions. Grew up the old-fashioned way, and attended also, have a bachelor within hotel management from Norway University. So that's briefly my background.
So you've been in the hotel industry for many years.
Yeah.
And you have been a leader, as we can see. I would like to know, what made you decide to start and be part of the hospitality industry?
Well, I have to be very, very honest. I've always had a passion for kitchen and service. So it felt very natural when some of my friends at that age, back in Norway, wanted to further their career, because we worked extra after office. After school hours, we worked extra. We went into the mountains and worked Easters and Christmases at resorts into the mountains, so we could do skiing, as well. But hospitality was a growing passion that became, something I really embraced and have nurtured all the way up until this point.
That's lovely. So I can see the passion that you have in the hospitality industry. As you mentioned, it's like a passion that keeps building up and continues to build up.
Yes.
And we can see that in what you have made of the Domain Hotel here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. As we all know, the Domain Hotel stands on top of the hotel industry here in the Kingdom. And I would like to know, how did you end up here in the Kingdom of Bahrain? What made you decide to continue your career in the hotel industry?
I came to Middle East almost 15 years ago. I got an invitation to join the Radisson inside the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
In Khobar at that point. And that was a journey that was really interesting, because at that time, Saudi was completely different than it is today. You had to have a guarantor and one who took care of you from the inside. Of course, the owner of the hotel was the one. But I joined him and his team there, and had 3 great years in Khobar. Got to know Riyadh and Jeddah, Jambu, some of the great cities of the kingdom, and was part of also when King Abdullah at that time launched a range of initiatives to boost businesses all over the kingdom. So it was a great time for me to be there. And then I went to Egypt and Emirates, and always with Radisson until I joined the Domain here 8 years ago.
That's amazing. So it's been 8 years since you joined the Domain Hotel here in the Kingdom.
Yeah.
What were some of the challenges that you faced at the beginning when you arrived to the Domain Hotel, and how you overcame challenges?
Well, the Domain Hotel and Spa, the owner behind the hotel, Mr. Faisal Al-Matrouk, he is a Bahraini. He lives in Dubai. But he wanted to bring something from Dubai to Bahrain. A modern hotel very innovative, very savvy tech, and it was launched as something of the most innovative hotels at that time. This is 10 years ago now. And there was a little misconception. People anticipated the domain as a social club, as a members club at that time.
Interesting.
That we had to overcome. So I joined forces 1.5 years into the operation when I came here, and we had to focus a lot on both marketing and sales, and made the connections into the local communities that we needed in order for them to understand that this is a hotel like all other 5-star hotels, even though we were very modern. Yeah.
Amazing, yes. And I think whenever a new concept it's being introduced into a new culture, a new business, or a new country, it always takes a whole team to do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to educate people on what our vision and our mission is.
Yeah.
So in your case, you wanted to make sure that people understood the concept behind the domain hotel. So
Yeah.
I really love that.
Thank you.
And talking about the vision and the mission, could you please share with us what's the vision and the mission for the domain hotel?
Let me first talk a little bit about the pillars that the domain, or our hallmark, that we widely used and still are using. These are 3 words: stay, work, play. And they aim towards the audience to really quickly understand who we are. To stay reflecting the rooms of the business and the sleeping side of the business. And work, of course, all guests come with different hats. Some has the leisure hat, some has the corporate hat, some have the conference hat. So we are ready for business with whoever hat you have coming to the domain. We welcome you. And then play, which is the social spaces, which we have a lot of at the domain. There is the lounges, the 2 floors of spa. There are also the art lounge at the reception that we have located on 16th floor. So we level up from the noise and the noisiness.
That's a good approach. Yeah.
Exactly. And want people to step into culture. We have a collaboration with one of the famous artists in Bahrain, who is a national icon, Mr. Abbas Al-Musawi. So the first thing you as a guest see when you check in is the local soup, the colors of Middle East, and all this that Mr. Abbas is famous for. So yeah.
Lovely. So stay. I'm thinking about steak. You have a great steakhouse. That's what I'm thinking. I'm vegan. I know about the steakhouse.
Yeah, it's true.
So stay, work,
play.
And play.
Yeah.
And we can choose whatever we want to do out of those 3.
Of course. I want you to take all 3 and just embrace them.
Amazing. And I love it how you have your target market and how you are able to welcome all of them.
Thank you.
And I have noticed also that the domain hotel really incorporates, and as you said, you have Mr. Abbas' amazing work here in the kingdom.
Yes.
So that kind of offers to everyone that comes here to have that culture aspect of the Kingdom of Bahrain, but yet it has all this modern decoration as well. So everything comes together.
Yes.
So we embrace the diversity that we have here in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Sure.
I can see the love that you have for Bahrain, and I identify myself with it. Will you please share with us, how do you embrace the Bahraini culture, and how are you involved with the Bahraini culture?
My personality, as Frank, is I'm very curious. I'm a curious person. I've been that all my life. And that connects me with different people and different cultures. Here in Bahrain, I have really embraced the culture of marjalises. Marjalis, where they have gatherings, local businessmen, private people, They host their gatherings in their private houses. And I have been so fortunate to be invited to a few of them. And when you first start being part of that culture, you are re-invited to others. And there is a lot of majlises in the city. So much I enjoyed that I took it one step further.
Okay.
And we made our own majlis at the domain. So we have the Sophie Suite. It takes almost the full floor of the hotel.
Lovely.
The seating, yes, is Arabic.
That's very
with the
impressive.
typical, I will show you later.
Okay.
It's an amazing place, and we took and invited guests that we would like to meet, local majlis owners that I have met before, just to repay the honor they gave me to invite them into our majlis. So it's a mutual, respectful gatherings, yes, embracing the culture. So yeah, that is one of the things that I really
Enjoy
being part of.
This is very wonderful. And I love it how you're able to embrace the culture. And I noticed that when people are curious, genuinely curious, they're able to explore all these cultures, especially when you come to Bahrain, right? We have the privilege to experience diversity. And when we experience diversity and when we decide to be open to other cultures, we learn so much from each other.
True.
And we find like new either hobbies or things that we like to do. Like in your case, you took it one step further and now we have your own.
Yes.
Okay, I will have the privilege to see it. So I'm very excited.
Well, you will.
Thank you so much for that invitation. I'm looking forward to it.
But also, I have met some really interesting personalities in the local community. So Sheikh Saleh Al-Jawder belongs to one of the big families of Bahrain, and he's very much into the history of Muharrak and Manama, but Muharrak also. So I've been part of his touring into Muharrak, especially now during Muharrak night.
Yes, now that the weather is
lovely. The weather is nice, so we can also walk nicely without totally collapse. And yes, the weather is nice, so I think now this month also he is hosting one to go deep into Muharrak, explaining the Pearl Path, the houses of historic value, these traces from the past that has come to value again.
And it's very important to, just like we were mentioning, to embrace the culture of Bahrain and to meet with locals, because that way we also build genuine relationships.
True.
And especially in the hospitality industry, it's about building genuine relationships and making sure that we understand what the community wants. I have noticed your employees, they're always happy. And whenever I see them with it, it's like it's a family.
Yes.
And when I see them, I'm like, I want to work there too.
Thank you.
Yes, and I really love it and I appreciate it, because I know it takes a lot to be a leader, right? But also to be able to connect with your employees, with your team, because it takes like a whole team to make sure that everything runs smoothly. What are some practices that you incorporate to keep a happy and healthy work environment for everybody?
A great question. Thank you. I think I brought some of my Scandinavian values with me. That a great team is not only one person. There cannot be only one person helmeting an entity or a big organization like this one in a domain. Everyone has their importance in this hotel. And it starts with the recruitment, where we look for certain qualities that we want our team to have. Friendliness comes natural, should come natural. So we look for that. And also, I think one of our practices in this hotel, but also previously, I go to the staff or colleagues' cafe daily and eat with my team. So then it's very easy to approach me if you have an issue, something happened privately or something happened professionally. If they can't get through to their superior, they will come to me. So we are an organization, I think, unlike many others, that we are not one pyramid with one on the top, but we turned it the other way around and bring all the front people and empower them in order to take actions wherever they meet a guest. So there's no such thing as I will ask my superior, come back to you if you had a complaint or there's an issue you need attended to. No, they solve it on the spot and they inform. So we can look into it also and see how we can enhance that experience for the guest when there is an issue. But we solve everything à la minute, which I think is the only right way today, and make the team confident in their decisions and confident within their teams. So that is part of the culture and making this transparency and togetherness like a big hive or family, as you said.
Yes. And I think it's impressive. It's a very effective approach because we can see that every employee, every team member, it's a leader. So I love it how you mentioned that instead of being a pyramid like this, it's the other way.
Turn it around.
Turn it around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a very impressive and amazing approach. I'm sure that the guests are able to experience and see that firsthand. And having that connection with your employees as well, it's very important because they're the ones who are representing the brand as well. You are not able to be there all the time.
True.
So when you're a leader, you create leaders.
Yes.
And that's the best part of having such an amazing team. I have seen his team, and like I said, I want to join.
Please.
Yes, thank you.
Please. It is important, and we are in the people business.
Yeah.
So if we want to pay tribute and honor our guests coming to the hotel, at least we should treat our team the same way, like a family. If they truly believe and buy into that, and which they do, then it's easy to portray that friendliness, that accommodating attitude towards the guest. Yes,
Yeah.
Taking care of them and making sure they are okay. Not only okay, that they are excellent. We have an expression.
Excellent. Yes.
Yes, we have an expression here within the team. Of course, it's a fun thing, but we always start the morning wherever I meet my staff. I ask them, "How are you today?" And if anyone say good, they said, "No, that's not acceptable. You work in a 5-star environment. You work in this beautiful areas. You meet great people. You should be awesome or really fabulous."
It's amazing.
And this is what you meet them with as a guest. And I think that shows also that kind of culture we are. They are proud of their place, they're proud of their space, and they show it through these emotional words when they meet and handle guests. So, yeah.
That's lovely. So everyone, I'm sure they're going to be super excited. For those that are visiting the Kingdom of Bahrain, please, if you want to have a great experience, and Mr. Frank, he is very active, so you will be meeting him and running into him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Frank, I know the Domain Hotel has a policy that it's different from other hotels here in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
Yes.
It's a 16-plus friendly hotel.
Yes.
Can you please tell me a little bit more about it? How the idea came up? How was it received at the beginning? How is it going now? Could you share it with us?
Yes, I'd love to share that because COVID came and all that happened during COVID. We also had to close down for a certain period of time. We used that time to reflect on what is the development of domain up until that point? And we saw that we are an entity, an organization, a hotel that is not suitable for everyone, unfortunately. And where we saw lacks was with families. We don't have these big spaces for playground or pools for kids to play in. Everything in this hotel is boutique, designed for individual or smaller groups environment. So when we went in and saw also the comments, we see that the comments that was not positive is from families. Why there's not a big enough pool? Why you don't have a big garden outside? Why you? And we are in the middle of diplomatic area. So it was easy to take that chance and turn it around and say, okay, we will target couples, corporate travelers, business meetings, and that audience that acknowledges who we are. And it was a painful transition. And we took some financial hits as well during that turnaround, because we had to cut some relations, which is painful. You know, when some of the families came to us because they enjoyed it, and now suddenly they're not welcomed anymore. So we trained our team also to respond to that and take care of that and handle that situation in a good way. And then we saw the change coming, which was amazing. So from previously, most of our clients came from Saudi during weekends and for meetings, and now we have from all over the region: Qatar, Kuwait, Emirates, Europe. When they see that we are 16
plus,
then they're
like, this is a plus.
This is a plus. So they came and we saw occupancy. We started to increase. We took our share very quickly, and also comments back to us from almost, let's say 98% of the comments coming back to us is evidence that that change was the right thing. People embrace that. So staying with us gives that confidence that it is a quiet hotel. I will bring my wife, I will enjoy a good dinner, maybe a romantic, or I will come for this hotel to celebrate my wife or my husband and do something nice in the restaurants. And we even took it a little bit further and said that it doesn't only reflect the rooms, but with rooms comes breakfast. Room and breakfast are the two most touched areas in a hotel, where most will stay and have breakfast. And we saw that when I go to a hotel and I stay for a while,
Yes.
I don't want to be rushed out 10:30 and now you have to go.
You have to wait fast.
Yeah, you have to do it quickly. You're like, there's no way. You can stay till 12 o'clock, 7 days a week, all year round. Snooze at the domain, we call it, like a word to digest. But so, yes, we increased the opening hours to 12 o'clock. So no need to rush.
No need to rush. That's really a good approach, because sometimes a lot of people, they want to sleep in, right? They're coming on vacation to relax, and you want to have enough time to eat and enjoy without getting rushed.
Absolutely.
So I love it. You know, I think I live here in Bahrain, but I think I'll be coming here as well to wake up and just eat breakfast late.
Yes, please do.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the amazing culture that you have here, not just in your service, but also when it comes to your team. Is there anything else that you would like to share? Any secrets, any special, not policy, but approach that you have when it comes to this?
Yes, there is. We are 22 nationalities in the hotel. So without needing to go deeper, it means a lot of respect. Mutual respect has to be there. But also different kind of cultural backgrounds. And some people, let's say, are more shy than others. And in hospitality, you want people to open up and embrace, our culture in front of the guest. So not embracing the guest, but embracing the culture, our culture in front of the guests, so they feel welcomed and feel that really well. So we created this statement that we live by, and it goes like this. We, as the domain, are not here to blend in. We are here to stand out. And it's a very bold statement, yes? But it reflects the staff that here you need to fully embrace this statement. Where don't be shy, show yourself in front of the guests. Be yourself, because only being yourself you can get the honest hospitality in front of the guest. And this is also, reflecting the hotel itself. It is like a pin into a diplomatic area, stretching 37 floors above the ground. So we are standing out in physical shape. So yeah, we are definitely not here to blend in. We are here to stand out, me and the team.
Yeah.
That is one of the reasons also, I think, that they live this.
You certainly do, Mr. Frank. I think this is a wonderful statement. And I love it how you emphasize being genuine. It's standing out, but in a genuine way, right? Because we don't want to stand out.
No.
And it's not genuine.
So.
It kind of loses like the personal touch and being sincere, right? Being sincere, I think it's being appreciated by all your guests here in the Domain Hotel. And you are right, that Domain Hotel stands out, starting by you. His bow tie stands out, he stands out, his personality stands out, all your employees. So I really feel privileged to have had the opportunity to, first of all, meet you in person and meet you for who you truly are. And I appreciate how genuine you are. As you mentioned, I saw how your employees, your team, it's around you. And when I saw them smiling, I keep bringing that up because it's really impressive. I said, for them to be smiling and being with you everywhere, we will run into each other at different networking events. That really shows your character. Because sometimes we can talk about ourselves, we are this, we are that, we do this, but we do not reflect it. We do not show it. But when you see other people backing up what you preach, it's really contagious and it's really genuine.
Thank you.
So I appreciate your character as a leader. I appreciate your character as a friend.
Thank you.
And yes, I'm very honored to have you here, Mr. Frank. What is one advice that you will give to somebody that is starting their career in the hospitality industry? You have so many years of experience, knowledge. For somebody that is just coming into the industry of hospitality and it's dreaming to have the position that you have right now, what is one advice or two or three, whatever you're going to grace us with, that you will give?
Thank you. Yeah, it's a good question, and I reflect on it while you are talking. I think my first advice for anyone entering hospitality is this is a people's business. You are among people 24/7. You have to embrace that. You have to be a people person, liking, meeting new people and embracing what you have around you as colleagues. And so it's a people business. You have to embrace that. If you are liking that, then that is first step into hospitality, because hospitality is a range of fields of business. We see as guests, of course, the restaurants, the social spaces, the reception, the welcoming. but there's housekeeping, there's maintenance, there's repair, there's the entry level into hospitality entity is so many that, and when you first enter, that's where you will find out where you would like to climb. Because my next advice would be follow your passion. What you love will love you. If you love to do a special within a field, follow that path. And when you do that, opportunities will follow you. I definitely believe in living your passion. I love hospitality with all it offers. I started in food and beverage and was also within sales and marketing. These are areas of hospitality that felt natural for me to grow in. And I grew all the way to the top within these fields before I became a general manager and now also an executive chairman for the ONU. But yes, follow your passion is the strongest advice I can give anyone entering hospitality.
Thank you for the advice. So everyone, follow your passion, as Mr. Frank said. And I'm sure that you brought your character with you in every stage of your career.
Yeah.
So you were in different fields, well, within the hospitality field, but different departments.
Yeah.
But in each one, I'm sure that you kept your character, you kept being genuine in every position. So I always tell people, whatever path you take, bring your true self, bring your character, and do the best you can where you at.
Yeah. Yes. Very important. And it is allowed to do mistakes. That is another advice that we have to bring also. You know, when you work in a 5-star hotels, we shouldn't do many mistakes, especially not in front of the guests. But it do happen as long as we learn from them, yes? So don't be afraid of doing mistakes because we learn from them and evolve further into, wherever you are at different levels in an organization like the domain. We do mistakes, it's normal, it's human.
Yeah.
As long as we learn from them.
Right, as long as we learn, we don't keep doing it.
Yes.
And that's part of being genuine, right?
Yeah.
That's part of being human, being genuine, to do mistakes. And as you mentioned, the important thing is to learn from them.
Yeah.
And just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
As I like to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Franks, in the hospitality industry, there's always new trends coming up.
Yeah.
Society, all the generations, everything. What are some of your observations with regards to trends?
One of the things that we have fun also with internally is the new people entering the workforce, coming in on different entry levels at the domain, who reflect the Gen Z generation. It's called the Gen Z, yes. We had the millennials, don't remember now, from 80 till 2000 prox, and then from 2000 till into 2000 you have the new, the young ones.
The fun crew.
Yeah, the fun crew. And they are so tech savvy. It's a good word because that's what they are. They spend so much time on the phone, but it's not only a passionate thing, it is also knowledge transformation, yes, for them. And I see a customer who is reflecting that generation would do a lot of research. Millennials didn't do that as much, but the Gen Z do a lot of research before they plan to go on a work trip or a leisure trip. Or they really do the planning, the research, and also when they come, there's no surprises. Yes, very into how they would like their stay to be. The hotels, the booking sites, to look at reviews, and they do this investigation and they plan their stay, so there's no room for anything else but what they are going to do, and then leave. But that generation, do we cater for that properly? Are we prepped for it? This is what we are looking into now. in order to make sure from pre-arrival to post-departure how to influence that generation. Because, and they are very cost conscious.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that is really interesting, how they spend their money. They spend their money wisely. So we want to be in that box of wisely, yes?
That's an excellent observation, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, now when it comes to social media, this generation, they're searching everything. So I'm sure now when they search, they're going to find this video.
Yes.
Yes, they're going to find this video. And you are absolutely right. Now they do all this it's like a background check.
Yeah.
A deep background check of everything, what the hotel offers, what the expectations are, who's behind what. They review all the reviews that you can think of. They look for it.
Yes, they do.
And not just that, but as you mentioned, after they leave, right? Yeah. Because we want to make sure that they're leaving a great review. When it comes like for a lot of businesses, sometimes they think it stops at when the guest comes here, they do, and no, it will follow them. It will hunt them afterwards. And then the next group of people come and they will read those reviews. Yeah. But I'm sure that Domain Hotel is getting amazing reviews.
They do. We do.
Yes. That's cool.
So that's a good, but also another trend next to the Gen Z is the, we have fast food, which is not part of our business today, but the other side of fast food is slow food, where you really spend time to get the flavors up, and like the Italian restaurants, Sapore di Toscana at the Domain. All is very slow food. That's the Italian concept for you, to get that authentic taste of Tuscany in this restaurant. Now, there's also a trending around slow travel, which is very interesting also. And I'm only scratching into the surface of it. But the slow business is mostly with people who feel they're tired of the hustle and bustle of the big cities. For instance, if we take this region, Dubai or Riyadh or the big cities, and they're very busy in their daily life, and then they want to relax, go somewhere where they sleep. And I never thought that would be, yes, we do have sleep business in the hotel normally.
Right.
But now we have to look into what is it that they need. Because they look for hotel isolation for the room, quietness, around that sleep, there is quality, yes, pillows, mattresses. We take that for granted. But this audience, I will promise you, will look into it totally different. And we need to cater for that as well, and make sure we are prepped for that. So that's another new trend that is surfacing.
Interesting. But the good thing is that here at the Domain Hotel, it's guaranteed no crying babies.
No. No.
So they will have for sure like a really good night's sleep. No crying babies around here.
Yes.
I really think that people appreciate, and for those guests coming to visit Bahrain, they will really appreciate the policy that you have here of 16 plus friendly. Myself, I travel alone a lot. So sometimes I want, a quiet place. I want to make sure I don't have to skip any kid that it's on the floor. It had happened before. I'm like about to check in.
Yeah.
And there's a kid on the floor,
True. You are a typical, the third trend that I've seen now. I forgot about it. You are trending.
Okay.
A single traveler.
Okay.
Yes. And that is also something we have to cater for. It comes more and more. I've seen sites that are for, like traveling a lot. Maybe you would like to go to Oslo, for instance, in Norway.
Yeah.
And so you will post, or you will look for something in Oslo that you could hang out with when you are there. But your travel is alone. You want to meet some people who can take care of you and show you Oslo from inside and out, or others with the same kind of interest that you have. But it's trending and it's coming, and more and more. and these requirements these travelers have, we have also to look into and see how we can cater for them. Yeah.
I know it. You can use me as a case study. I'm volunteer.
Yes.
That would be lovely. Mr. Frank, you have shared with us your story, advice for anyone that is interested in being part of the hospitality industry, your leadership skills. You have shared so many things with us, and I really want to thank you for taking the time to do that. I know that sometimes when we share our knowledge and we open ourselves up, we are also being vulnerable and genuine. So I really appreciate you for taking the time.
Thank you.
And for being who you are.
Thank you.
And for making this interview so much fun.
Thank you. Likewise,
I really appreciate you. And yes, you can use me as a case study.
Yes, you are.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience? Any upcoming events, perhaps, that is coming to the domain? Anything that you'd like to share?
Share with you when we did the surfacing of the new domain that we are today. We also saw that we wanted to open up a new outlet, and I didn't talk about that previously, which is the Sapore di Toscana, which means tastes of Tuscany. And that was part of the adult concept when we designed it, that we took away parties and all this from 36 and all our lounges and made a more calm ambience. You can utilize all spaces there is at the domain, but you don't find parties here. And also this restaurant, we brought in Chef Simone, who is a chef from Tuscany, and she brought recipes that she has from her grandmother and mother, and she shares it with our team. And actually she stayed with us 2 years and prepped them before we opened up the sub.
2 years?
2 years, because Italian food is not usually what you find in Italian restaurants abroad, internationally, unfortunately. So we wanted to bring authentic Tuscany, not only Italian, but Tuscan flavors to Bahrain. And we brought her and her recipes. She trained our staff. And I remember she asked my team when she came, "Can you cook pasta?" Pasta is the most Italian thing, And she said, they said, "Yes, pasta is nothing, we can do it." And then they did it in front of her, and afterwards she said, I see that you can do it what you think pasta is, but I will learn you from here." And that is who she is, yes. Her passion is food. Through generations, she learns these skills. She gave it to our team, and we opened up Sapore di Toscana with the Italian embassy and with the delegation from Tuscany, who authorized us with an emblem that says we are the only Tuscan restaurant outside Italy.
Amazing. So everyone here in Bahrain, in visiting Bahrain, has the opportunity to taste the true flavors of Tuscany.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'm getting hungry.
Thank you. Let's have lunch.
Yes, why not? Well, Mr. Frank, it has been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for everything. Welcome to our Forwardpreneurs family. You are definitely a forward thinker and a leader that many of us look up to. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Susanna, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.